Friday, the 24th of May 2024, and silage season has begun. We're cutting today in a field here on the home farm. This field wasn't grazed in 2024 because weather conditions were so wet. As you can see, we didn't get this field sprayed as we have a good crop of dachshund through the grass here, which isn't ideal. And the weather conditions today aren't ideal either. It's overcast. The grass is wet after having rain yesterday evening and last night. But looking at the forecast, it is showing that tomorrow is to be dry. So hopefully we'll get this here built tomorrow, because the forecast for the following week is giving rain every day. Considering this grass wasn't ate so far this year, the grass is pretty good for the time of year. Unfortunately, it's already starting to head out, and as you can see there in front of you, it's actually starting to go down. Once it starts to go down, the quality of the grass starts to deteriorate very quickly. So we decided we'd bite the bullet today and go ahead and mow, even though conditions aren't perfect. Grass baled a week earlier and slightly wet is still better than waiting an extra week and actually baling up what could be lesser quality grass. So we've made a start today. As you can see there in the distance, there's a big field that was cut off and lifted a few days ago there. As a pan round there, there's not too many other fields in the area that are cut off for silage. This is, as I say, May the 24th, and years ago this would have been considered an early cut of silage to be getting it cut at this time of year. Usually if you were into the last week in May or first week of June, you were considered doing very well to get your silage at that time. But it's surprising what nature can do. As I said, we had a very bad start to the season with so much rain. But in all fairness, since probably the 20th or 21st of April, we've had quite a bit of warm weather, and it's amazing what nature can do when it's given a chance. So, as I say, we've made a start, and this will be the first part of this video. And as you can see there in the distance, that field that appears yellow, that has been cut off a few days ago, that isn't our field, but the field immediately to the right of that, just beside that housing estate, is a field that we'll also be cutting today and baling tomorrow as well. So you'll probably see it at the end of this clip. It's now Saturday the 25th of May and we are baling silage here in a field that we call Campbell's Field and next to town of Melton. You see there in the distance Swilly, and if I zoom in here you see what is Massey Isle, or what people refer to as Leggy's Isle. Silage has been lifted out there also. As you can see from the sky, it's overcast. That's really what the forecast gave for today. Overcast with sunny spells, but so far in fairness it's stayed dry. And if you look up here in the distance, I was pointing this field to you from that field up in the distance that you can still see is only mowed off. The rake is actually on its way up to that field to start raking up now. So although conditions aren't perfect, I have to say it's dry overhead. The grass is actually drying on the sward there at the minute, even if it is only slightly. But we can't complain. After all the bad weather we got last year and the beginning of this year, it's good to be able to drive across ground, not market, and produce silage of at least decent quality. This could be on YouTube. It's evening time now and we're just finishing up stacking these bales. The day turned out to be dry overall. In fact, it was a lovely evening, and as you can see from the sky, there's absolutely no sign of bad weather coming whatsoever, so we're very lucky with our silage once again. And nothing is nice at the end of the day to see a beautiful sky like that.